What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining this Corey Stay Trapping with Trap Talk. And wanted to do a quick foreword for this interview with Kevin Graham Bay, KG for short. There's three takeaways that I would like for you to take away from this interview, which I did. One of the things that you'll notice is the overarching theme of the interview with him is that you aren't your past, and each day presents a new opportunity to become your best you. KG has a real testimony which he's sharing in the interview, and that's one of the main things we'd love for you to take away from it. Number two is high accountability. So take accountability for your actions that you have done that contributed to your faith, right? Because the higher your accountability, the more likely you are to learn, accept what you did wrong, and you know, and move forward. And the third takeaway that I would love for you to take away from this interview is that you always have to be looking to turn around and lend a helping hand up. KG is now a peer mentor. So he basically helps people who are released from prison get reacclimated to life and actually adjust so they don't make the same mistakes. So I really hope you all enjoyed this interview. This was a really nostalgic interview for me because I grew up hearing some of the stories about KG, and he's a different and better person today. Hope you enjoy.
Like, dang, like
Yeah.
this like one of my big crutches right here. Cause out of all me and my brothers and sisters, like I guess my pops used to look at me like, "Or you the one I gotta like," you know what I
Keep
mean?
a
Like,
hold of it.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
but he always just, man, I was in prison, bro. And I give all praises, to God, but I give honors to my father because I ain't never used to ask my father for money. He always send me books, bro. He used to send me boxes of books. This is my word, but he'd send me like 30 books at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at this time with God body, I was part of the 5% nation. And I would take the books and I keep like four and I'll take the rest of them and hand them out. After I read these four, I go get four more and they'll take them and I would pass it around until everybody done read the books. Then I call him like, "Boy, I need some more books." And he'll send me another box of books. So
Yeah.
that's how I got really knowledgeable. Because when I was young, now you gotta understand, like Pops pushing these books on me and wanting me to watch these videos. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, Pops,
Yeah.
I'm trying to go
And it's
outside.
it's crazy you talk about. I remember Aunt Cat used to talk about Angelo used to read a lot of law
Yeah,
books, and I'm like,
yeah,
why the hell he reading law? But I'm
yeah,
young. I'm young then. You got mine. I'm like
yeah,
13. I'm
yeah,
like, why you reading law books?
yeah,
And he was reading all the law books.
yeah. Because he paid for my father in middle school. Angelo, he paid for my father, Pops at Golden Middle. 'Cause he coached everybody, pretty
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
anybody that, from the early 90s all the way up to what? Oh, because my pops passed in '03. He was still at the school then. So from that to the 90s to 2003,
Yeah.
if you went to the middle school, you knew my
Yeah.
father.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
played sports, if you
Yeah.
played baseball or
I
basketball,
wasn't really into sports then,
yeah,
but I definitely was.
yeah.
I am sense when he said
Oh yeah,
that.
yo. If you went to ISP, you went
Yeah.
through him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
went through him.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So yeah, so that was a tough. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was a tough time. 2 years after that, not 2 years, a year after that, I lost both of my grandparents. In '04, my pops passed October '03. June and October '04, both
Hmm.
of my grandmas passed 4 months apart. My dad, mom, then my mom passed. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. And I'm still facing all this. Like, I don't know my situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wound up, like I said, I wound up playing the Charles, because they really didn't have no type, but it's just a couple things that certain people said that really had some glue with me. You feel what I'm saying? And I remember, man, just like going through that whole situation. So when my lawyer came to me, he was like, "Listen, they ready to play ball, but you gotta understand, I never admitted nothing. I never said like yeah or nay. You feel what I'm saying? Like they lying. That's all I'm saying. Like they lying. I don't,
Yeah.
they lying.
That's a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, they lying though, bro.
How much time you got today?
Huh?
How much time you got today?
What you mean?
Like you got when you gotta leave or you got
As long as I'm going, I can leave by 3.
Okay.
I got a service. I got to go to the temp at 5.
Okay.
So as long as I can get home in an hour or so, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. What you want people to walk away from when they listen to this? Listen to you.
Man, most of the time, like, bro, I done been through some walks, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I don't really I kind of dumb it down. I kind of don't overlook at it. But a lot of time when I sit and reflect with myself, I really see you feel what I'm saying? Like, I just really, man, want people to walk away and just understand, you can go through hell and still come out and still come out and still be yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still have your right mind, still be yourself. But I ain't do it without God, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. Without a Lord's hand being in it, I couldn't have did it. And all the support, cause I had some support, some real day one, day ones. You know how some people bro, this is my day one.
Yeah.
I really had
some day one. Yeah.
I'm saying some good day ones, that really stood there. You see what I'm saying? That really stood by me, man, no matter through all the hell. Cause you gotta understand, when I went to prison, now people want to see is you the same person you was on the street. Your reputation follow you now. It ain't like you get a whole new way to start over and then you can become, that follows you. See, if you build a reputation in the street, when you go to prison with a lot of time, so I went to prison with 18 years. I wound up playing to 18, 14 and a half to 18, 18 and a half was the high number, 14 and a half was the low number. That's why they wouldn't buzz no more after that. So I was trying to they give me 10, I'm a rock. Cause I'll be able to be home before my mom passed. Y'all don't say my pops just passed. My grandma just passed. So I ain't go to court to 2005. My mom been battling. She was epileptic, a long while, when I was young. Then when I came home, before I came home in 2001, my mama was battling breast cancer. I had both her breasts removed. She battling breast cancer. So by her having so many health issues, when I'm in this situation, a mother gonna be stressed, her son in here facing the death penalty. So now my mom, I'm like, but if I catch anything over 10, my mom ain't gonna be here. You know how you be, God be talking to you. I get the sense if I catch anything over 10 years, my mom ain't gonna be here. So I'm like, if I can just get 10, because I did 3 years in the county, no bond. So if I can get 10, I'll do 7, and she might still be around.
Right.
But they gave me, I wound up playing. They wouldn't budge off of 14. They wouldn't budge off that. So I wound up copping out to the 14 and a half. So when I wound up copping out to 14 and a half, the high is the 18.
Yeah.
That's what the sentence is, 14 and a half to 18 and a half. So I know you probably might be wondering, bro, how you be 17 years? Because when I got in there, like I said, and you go inside prison, you're going to have a lot of people that don't heard about you.
So they want to test you.
Not test you. They just want to see, are you this person that we been hearing? Because you got to understand, I got friends that don't been to prison. They call it home KKK. Then y'all understand, I played ball. I was good on the court too. So all that is kind of building your character up. You see what I'm saying? And them being and doing things. I've been hustling. I done went to college. So you know what I'm saying? I done met a lot of people in a young age. You go to college, that expands it expands you to a whole different genre of people, different cultures, people from DC, California, Jersey, New York. You meeting other people. So now these people know you and they might slide off, go to prison and that, my man KG from Goldsboro. So now, a lot of people knowing you. So when I go to prison, I was already heard about, but now people want to say well, I done heard a lot about you. So not tested, but they just want to see, are you that type of caliber person? Yeah. I'm just being real, not trying to be bull. Yeah. For real. I'm cool though. I'm cool, but I got another side too.
Yeah.
I ain't no pushover. You ain't finna run over me.
Yeah.
But I'm cool. We can, prison, just like the streets, is a different world.
Yeah.
And now I'm in this world.
Yeah.
What can I bring from this world over here?
Yeah.
So that's what it really was about. So Man, when you ask me that question, I always was taught to think before you speak. And why would I want to see somebody to take it back? Like I said, like you can go through hell and come out yourself. Because I done met a lot of people, man. Been around a lot of people that's done way more time than me. I got 24 years in. I ain't even 50 yet, bro. Like think about that right quick.
Yeah,
I ain't even 50 and I did 24 years of my life.
Doing no time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just think about that though.
Yeah.
I ain't even 50 and did 24 years.
Yeah.
Gotta understand, from 1 to 12 and 13, I'm just learning how to be a child, and you get what I'm saying? So from what I have from 14, 15, all the way up, because I started doing time at 20, right? So when I came home, I left and I was about to turn 21. I came home, I was 24, about to be 25, off 3 years. Then when I came home, I stayed out 16 months. I turned 26. And after 26, I stayed going all the way to like, I was about to be 43. You see that? You see the gaps?
Yeah.
So the time that I didn't do from the other 24 years, I was a child. I was 1 up to 13 when I started really understanding like what's going on. So I ain't really lived life.
Really
you see
live
what I'm
life,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so I would just tell people like you can go through hell and still come out yourself, because I never forgot like the stuff my father instilled in me, my mother instilled in me. My man Bird, may he rest in peace. You know what I mean? That's who taught me most of the stuff I learned in the street. The reason why people like, well, why are you honoring somebody that taught you something in the street? Because he taught me a way to live, to take care of myself. Like he put a roof over my head when my mom kicked me out. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like knowing how to, certain situations, like knowing not to tell on your brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause me and him was in a situation and I ain't have no charges. It's being real, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna give you everything this way. I'm gonna give it real to you. Me and him was in a situation. And the situation happened, and by the reputation he had, the police automatically charged him, right? He had crazy felonies at the time. It's like 94, 93, 94. I ain't got no felonies.
So you was
like 17, 18. So I have no felonies. You get what I'm saying? But he's like a year and a half older than me, maybe like a little bit over a year older than me.
Right.
But he done been out there a long time. You know what I mean? So, and I'll never forget this, bro. And we was in the house one day. It's hot. Back then, them summers seemed like they were hotter than they was now.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was like, yo, bro, you want me to go down there and take this? I go down there, because he got a lot on his plate. I know they trying to slam him, take him off the street. I'm like, bro, I go down there and take it. Man, he looked at me like, guess what? He said it just like this, but he looked at me, he like, because he didn't call me KG, he didn't call me Kevin, he called me Cal. He was like, Cal, because my name Kevin, so he always called me Cal for short. He was like, Cal, don't worry about that mess, man. That mess ain't talking about nothing. I was like, man, bro, I go down here and take it. I go down here because I don't want them charging with something that I ain't got no charge. He was like, bro, man, don't worry about that mess. He was like, bro, he told me like a little bit after that, he said, bro, you're gonna be the only one out of us that do something. He was like, you're gonna be the only one. I don't know why he said this, but he told me, like, bro, you're gonna be the only one out of us that do something. But he told me that, he was like, bro, don't worry about that mess. And I knew right then, like, I didn't realize it till years later when he done passed away. Probably a little bit before he passed away, like, you don't tell on, like, you don't, like, he showed me, like, that's what a real dude do. Like, why you gonna let your man that ain't got no charges go take a charge? You got already the other charges pending. So long as he ain't got no charge, y'all still good. Cause you got somebody gonna be out here to take care of everything else.
Yeah.
So that stuck with me.
Yeah.
So when I got in the situation years later and my people got jammed up with me, I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Like, but I'm telling them, like, just chill though. Y'all see, I got a charge. I'm fighting. They trying to, you see what I'm saying? They trying to take me forever. Just chill. Like, bro, like, I'm making calls like, bro, just chill. But I can't handle, if I handle this Raleigh situation before I handle this Goldsboro situation, it's done. You want me having no interview with me, you might do it, but it'll be over the phone, or you about to come to prison try to set something up because they told me, like, my lawyers done told me, like, if you handle this violent situation and don't win, goals, we're gonna try you for your life because of the way the situation happened. You see what I'm saying?
Didn't know that.
So they wanting to make me, and then y'all understand I used to be a goalie, a basketball star. No, they gonna try to, they want to like make an example.
Right.
And I'm just thankful to Allah, man, that I handled the charge first. And when I handled the charge, I went to Raleigh because I got, they sent me to CP. Back then, you got anything over 10 years, you automatically had to go to CP, Central Prison.
Yeah.
And while I was at Central Prison, they came and took me to Raleigh. My lawyer came and seen me like, look, they ready. He was like, I'm going to try to do the best. This is what I'm trying to do. I said, well, look, this is what we're going to do. I ain't taking nothing unless they let them two off. 2 co-defendants I got, I ain't taking nothing because I already got 18 years, bro. Man, I'm going to prison for what? You see what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I won't take nothing unless I'm going to stall them out into. And so he went and talked to the DA or whatever and asked them, like, what would they do? And they agreed because they really didn't have me on the case. It was just people that was in the feds that got picked up that said I did this and said I did that.
Yeah.
And that's what made them target me. And then I caught the charge and make it no better because it was in the same type of situation. So it made it more concrete for it to stick on me than the other 2 people that I had with me. Because you get what I'm saying? They just used them as collateral, like, okay, yeah, we're going to break y'all to say he did it. But they didn't never break.
Yeah.
They didn't never break. One of them said some stuff he shouldn't have said, but it's cool. It wasn't nothing that, today we cool. I could never. I'm going to let you know something too, bro. You can forgive too. I learned how to forgive. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I learned how to forgive a lot of stuff, bro. It'd take you 5, 6, 7 hours for us to sit here, and you know what I mean? For you be editing all day, you get what I'm saying? But I learned to forgive, bro.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. I learned to forgive. That's probably one of the biggest things, because God forgave me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to learn. Like, you remember you was telling me earlier, you feel like God humbled you.
Mm-hmm.
He humbled me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He humbled me. And kind of like showed me like you gotta, like, cause I carried a lot of stuff around with me for a long time and didn't want to like let it go because of the type of stuff that I feel like people did to me that shouldn't have did.
Yeah.
That I love. You see, I'm talking about that I love now. Somebody that you don't really, y'all ain't really like that. You can I know you gonna don't care about it.
It's a different type of pain.
But when somebody love, it's kind of hard to forgive, and I was able to be humble to learn how to forgive, and I think that helped me more than anything, you know what I mean? So that's why I say, like, you can go through hell and still come out yourself, because a lot of stuff that was done, that happened to me, it could have easily had me come home feeling like, F the world.
Right.
I don't care about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And being the same person, but in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
But I came out myself still like, I'm still good-hearted. I don't mind doing for nobody. Like, I didn't let that stuff take the core of me.
Yeah.
And I seen prison do that to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It took the core of who they was and turned them to somebody that they wasn't before they went in. I'm better than I was, but I'm still me. Like, I'm still like glad that I got that part of me and didn't let that take it from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So welcome to Trap Talks. My name's Corey. Stay trapping. Trap Talks, where we discuss the intersection of culture and tech. I got my guy here, KG, Kevin Graham Bay, motivational speaker, peer
support specialist.
Peer support specialist.
Yeah,
motivational speaker.
Executive director of Impact Lives, founder.
Okay.
Impact Lives. Father. Et cetera, man.
Yeah.
Like still growing, bro. Still growing.
Yeah. So this having this opportunity to talk to you is like nostalgic, because growing up, I heard about you.
Yeah.
And then we never met.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
And then we meet through Nas.
Yeah, Nas.
And I told JR about it.
Yeah.
I was like, how you think, we met?
Yeah.
Obvious answer's gonna be low.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, Nas. He's like, what?
Yeah. That's nephew. Me and
Yeah.
nephew talk every day.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Like I'm like his life coach.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
That's my heart. Right. Real talk.
Yeah. So like talking to you, you know, it's crazy because all the stories that I've heard, the few
Yeah.
stories that I heard, and then what you're doing now,
Yeah.
it's like a reverse. And you know,
Yeah.
we never know where life is gonna take us.
True
You
indeed,
know, I
bro.
would have never expect I'm doing what I'm doing now, and then we cross paths and we meet
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
knowledge, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is like you're the type of person that I wanna have on my podcast, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I think for what I'm doing, I really want to show our people like, hey, you could take a diamond
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
touch it up
Yeah.
and reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
your life now has been it's like a life
Oh,
of reinvention.
definitely.
You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
a lot of stuff we've been talking about. But the one thing I wanna touch on, what was that moment when you realized like I need to change?
Uh, really going through that last situation when I caught the federal gun charge. Uh, Going through that situation right there. Like I got 4 children, right? I got 2 sons and 2 daughters. My son, Shaheen, his birthday was just yesterday. He the oldest. Shout out to Shah. Um, when I left home the first time, right, my son was 5 years old. When I came home, he's about to be 22, 23 with his own son,
Mm,
right? And I'll never forget when I came home off those 17 years, he had left. Somehow his mom got him to go to the store or something, so he wouldn't be there when I came because she knew I was getting out. He didn't know exactly when I was getting out. It was crazy. I got out a day before his birthday. I got out August the
Oh, so
12th.
she wanted to set a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I got out August the 12th
Yeah.
of 2019. His birthday is August the 13th,
Mm.
right? It's crazy how law works. I'm telling you, I got out a day before his birthday. So he don't know. He know I'm coming home soon, but he don't know
when.
then,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he had went to the store. She got him to kind of go to the store to get something. And when he came back, I was there. And my son cried like a baby, man, when he seen you, man. And that I'll never forget that, like, that's how I knew, like, I was gone for a while. You know what I mean? Like, cause
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I see, I'm embracing my son, but it's going through my head, like, you know what I mean? I left you was, you know what I mean? You like 5, you just starting school. Now just got through holding my grandson downstairs. Now we upstairs and you like, damn. So when I caught the federal gun charge, I remember sitting inside the cell and like, man, I gotta go through this all over again. Like I said, I gotta go through this mess all over again, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm finna have to go now, but I didn't know it was gonna be feds though. You get what I'm saying? Cause it was a state charge first. I ain't know the feds were gonna come in and pick up the charge. I thought I escaped them from, when them went did they same, but I knew they was at me before I caught. See, the charge, the only thing that killed the feds from getting me, bro. Like, for real, I probably would have been dead fed time. But by me catching this charge, it kind of left them dead and not even to deal with me because I'm facing my life. So now when I catch the federal gun charge, with the gun charge, that made them like, oh, we got a chance now. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm on probation for carrying a concealed weapon by convicted felon that's coming from the charge. You gotta understand, I did the charge bid, but they still didn't want to add that with the sentence.
Yeah.
So what they did is they gave me 14 and a half to 18 years, and then they said, when you get out, we're gonna suspend the carrying a concealed weapon by convicted felon for 3 years, suspended for 16 to 20 months. The sentence was 16 to 20 months, suspended for 3 years. So when I got out to do my post-release time for prison, they ran the 3 years with that. And it started with the 9 months. So after I did the 9 months for the post-release, I still was on probation for the rest of the 3 years. And when I caught another gun charge, the feds eventually, because they violated my probation, went back to prison. During the time that I'm back on trying to fight the appeal, I actually won the appeal too. I won the appeal, but by the time we in the appeal, the Fed, they don't picked up the charge. You get what I'm saying? They don't pick up the gun charge. And that's where things changed. This when it changed, bro. Cause I could go do the, I'm doing the appeal.
Yeah.
It's 16 to 20 months. I don't want to be gone though, but 16 to 20 months. All right, I'm here now, but I'm fighting no appeal. So they never pick up, the feds never pick up the gun charge. I would have got out in 11 months. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have been out because I won the appeal. They never was supposed to violate my probation without me being found guilty for the gun charges I just caught. See, they violated me before I even was found guilty for the charge, and they wasn't supposed to do that. But they did. I know the law, so I fought. You get what I'm saying? I fought.
Oh, and that's how you won the appeal.
I won the appeal, but by the time I win the appeal, the feds don't pick up the gun charge not even 6 months after I caught the charge. You get what I'm saying? And now they got a hold on me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, and when I go to the fella to detain after they have to release me, they won't give me no pretrial bond. They won't. I don't know how some of these players be getting, some of these dudes be getting out, nah, no.
How are they getting out?
Huh?
How are they?
I don't know, bro. I know when I went in there, they was like, look, my sister got on the stand and everything was like, yeah, he can come and stay with me, and he did good when he got out the last time. They was like, man, listen, this man gonna pick up a gun. I don't know what it is. This man, you get what I'm saying? That's how they looking like. Well, he must gonna stay in the bedroom with you then. You gonna watch it? Yeah, no. And so that was it.
So let me ask you this. So you said that moment with your son. Did seeing your grandson holding him, was that like a deja vu with when you first
went in? Yep. You hit it on the head.
Yeah.
But it really happened with him now, my grandson. It happened when they came and visit me. They came and visit me one time because he was born, so I could see him.
Yeah.
And he came and see me. He had a head full of hair too. So when he came and seen me, before, how you got to come out and visit, you got to come out. They already out there, but you got to come out.
Yeah.
And I go out and they stand up and they got him because he couldn't walk at the time. And he stand up. And when they get ready to hand him, like, let me hold him, because you can hug before you sit down. So when they handed him too and I held him, he did this. He looked back at me like, and then he looked at his dad, because we favor, me and my son favor. You see Shaheem, you say like, yeah, that boy, you can't deny him.
Yeah.
So when he did like this and looked at me, and then he looked at his dad, and then he looked back at me, and then he looked at his dad again, like, how's two of y'all? Like he looking at two of us.
Yeah.
And that's when he came on in, like, he put his head on and let me hug him.
Yeah.
But that was really like me holding my son all over again. Like, yeah.
So how do you keep your humanity in there? I've had cousins who did time.
Yeah.
And I'd be really surprised at how y'all come back somewhat sane.
Yeah.
Like that really be, because I don't like asking a lot of questions about what y'all experienced in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like that's not really fair to have you relive it.
Yeah.
But, a cousin will talk about it. I just let them talk. But I'd be like, man, how do you keep your sanity in there? Cause you're dealing with being institutionalized, and then you also dealing with being burnt out from dealing with the politics.
I swear.
Because you always gotta watch your back. So how do you come back? Come out like.
See, one thing I just really learned this when I got out of the feds. I didn't kind of like compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize.
I didn't certain things like this part, right? What I learned, right, is when you go into the system, the time you leave the courtroom, right, and then they be like, you hand it over to the Department of Public Safety or whatever you do.
Yeah.
You're not knowing that you going into a program, right? You're not knowing you finna leave society and you finna go into a whole program, right? And this program set up to run a certain way. And you're gonna be implemented in how it's ran, right? Get up, go to sleep, go to this, change your clothes, quarantine, child hall, outside, rec, this and that and the third, right? But they're not gonna tell you this. They're not gonna tell you like you going into a program, you finna start a program.
Mm-hmm.
And they also don't tell you when you get out, you got to deprogram. You get what I just said? You going into a program.
Unlearn,
so now you in the program, but when you get out, you got to what? Deprogram. Because if you don't, you would bring the program what? Home with you, right? See, a lot of people don't know that. So when I came home in 19, going through it, see, I did Supermax too, bro. I did 3 years Supermax before. It's a long story. I did 3 years.
Yeah.
Officer
did they send you to Colorado?
Nah, they sent us the Polk Youth Center. See, the Supermax for this in North Carolina is at Polk Youth Center.
Oh, so this is state?
Yeah, state.
Okay.
Because I did the 17 years state.
So that's like what, 23-hour lockdown?
For 3 years.
Man.
But Supermax is different from just regular lockup now.
Yeah.
So you got what I'm saying? It's at Polk, it's not a youth center no more. It's just called Polk Institution. But at then it was a youth center. And they had Supermax on the camp. It's a whole nother building. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole nother building now. It's not. You can look out your window and see the young dudes going to child and stuff, but this building right here, it's totally different. Like it's this Supermax. You like.
So you seeing guys mentally cracked?
Yeah,
on the regular.
There's some guys been there for 10. Supermax is a step down program. You got to go from Supermax. So you looked at as being what? One of the craziest prisoners in prison.
Right.
To be here.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got guys at Supermax, the least you can be there is 18 months. Right? Some guys have been there 10 years, 5 years. They can't even get off Supermax because they done lost it. Like they done lost it, but I done seen some guys like lose it. And I stayed 18 months. So I was like reading, like send me books, cause they take everything from you. They strip everything from you. They take all your pictures. They let you keep 5, they let you keep 10 pictures.
Yeah.
And they send everything. Your shoes, they take everything from you. I went to Supermax wearing 245. I left there wearing 190. You ain't eating no canteen. you ain't like.
So reading the books is what kept you sane, and you was working out.
Like working out, reading, and just like staying in the Quran, reading the Bible. I still read the Bible, the Quran, Buddhism, anything that's got self-help that, you know what I mean, reflect with the inner self, I'm on it. You know what I mean? So with letters, like people writing me, like, you got to say my mom was still living at the time too. So my mom passed while I was on Supermax, not the portion of Supermax. My mom passed when I stepped down to Max. So you go Supermax, then you go Max, then you go Icon, which is 6 months. Then you go back to regular population. You see that, bro? That's crazy. You got Supermax, then you got Max, then you got Icon. Icon is 6 months. This is when you about to get off. You got 6 more months to go when it's like going home. But you ain't going nowhere back to the yard. Hey, no, you have really sound. But hey, look.
Yeah.
But now you finna go to the store every day, get canteen.
Yeah.
You get that's like going home on the yard. But you ain't going home. You going back to regular population because I'm in close custody. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the worst prison in North Carolina at the time, was at Lanesboro. I stayed there 9.5 years, bro. Out of all that time, like. They did not want to let me go. Hey, bro, let me tell you, listen. I lose my mom while I was at Lanesboro. That's why I was saying that, like, but you got to read. I was, like I tell you, my first 3 years, I'm glad my father used to send me all them books because I learned how to love to read, and I got civilized, too. That's why civilized. That first bid civilized me. It did civilize me where I wouldn't call women bees no more. I wouldn't, like, the way I talk to women, like harsh, like I wouldn't do that no more. I learned like.
Well, where did that come from though? You said you talking to women harsh. Where did that come from?
I just being in the street, seeing other people do it, picking up other stuff you see other people doing, and you seeing it like kind of work. And then you seeing like it's kind of bringing control. So you will use certain words like. You stupid or something like, but really, I ain't that type of dude though. So I ain't never been the type of dude like, talk bad to women and stuff like, cause my mother taught me that, my father ain't playing that anyway.
No.
So I ain't doing it around him.
Yeah.
So trust me, I ain't doing none of me and my brothers.
So
ain't
when
doing,
you was in the hood,
in the streets, like, but I wasn't like some of the other, now I done seen some way worse dudes doing it. I might do it here and there, but I used to be in a lot of stuff and it made girls kind of offish on me like, nah, you stay in something, like, you like to fight. You play basketball, but they don't know that you out here, so they ain't, a lot of females used to like standoffish, kind of like, nah, I can't bring you home to my mama, not doing something. So, but when I went to prison and came back, I was totally different. I was civilized. I was like, cause I tell you, I was part of the 5% nation then, and I was more like, I was just like, cool. You see what I'm saying? Laid back, didn't talk that much. So I ain't never really been no big talker, but I was always like cool. I was cool then. Like, I wouldn't say certain things. Like, I used to look at that as being like, bro, like, nah, don't disrespect no female. Like, I kind of understood by reading Message to the Black Man. I had this book called Self-Atonement that a brother gave me. And then one of the best books I ever read, bro, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen.
Mm-hmm. I read that. I need to reread it again. That's one of those books
Hey, bro.
like Way of the Superior Man.
Yeah.
I've been reading that. I read that again. I need to finish reading it again.
As a Man Thinketh.
Yeah.
That changed my whole.
What's the biggest thing you took from that book?
About growing a seed, about planting a seed and nurturing it, but not planting the actual seed in a plant, but it's like from a perspective of planting a seed, a righteous seed, and staying with it and watching it grow. And that's what I did within myself. I planted the seed, like, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that no more. And kept sticking to it. Mm-hmm. And when I first came home, I kept the book in my car. 3, 4 dudes that used to get in my, like, ride with my, go see them, we'll ride. They'll see that book, like, what's this? And the book, if you read it, it's real small. A lot of people, listen, this way all the information is in the small books. Mm-hmm. Every one of them like, bro, let me get this book. I was like, take it with you. Because my dad's selling them at the bookstore, so I can get another one from the store. Yeah. But it make me feel good because I know once they start reading it, something going to grab them. Yeah. And that's why that book right there, it really put me where I needed to be as far as civilizing myself and my mind. Yeah. But that's what helped me get through that time, bro. Yeah. And I done went through it. I'm talking about now, I ain't saying it once I just started reading everything else, like I became a model prisoner and all that. Oh, nah. They still like, man, they try to break me in there, bro. Cause I'm political too. You see what I'm saying? So they try to like, they didn't want me to come home with no type of influence. Like they want me to come home mentally, like my mental gone, not being able to focus, not being able to.
So
none of that.
What do they do to try to break you when you in there?
All right, picture this, right? They'll put say like you on lock up, right? Say it's shower night. And showers might last to 1 a.m. because you got 16 people, but say somebody start fighting in this part, somebody jump on the officer, somebody throw something on the officer, all the officers got to go handle this situation. So everybody ain't getting a shower on time. Now they might don't finish the showers till 1:30 in the morning. The whole time they doing the shower, the lights got to stay on. But they turn the lights on at 6 a.m. And the lights stay on from 6 a.m. Oh, they supposed to go off at 10 a.m. But when shower night, they got to stay on to the last shower. So if it's 6 a.m. in the morning and it's 1 o'clock now, 1:30, when they turn the lights on, when they get ready to feed breakfast and turn the lights on at 5:30, the lights ain't going off no more. Cause now after they finish feeding breakfast, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right? They got to come through and do count. It's the first shift at 6 a.m. Everybody to stand up and go to the door for the lights. So the lights only been on 5 hours. You picture that. Like, and these lights, it ain't like your house like these, man. These lights right here, bro, you can try to put paper on them and everything. It's still gonna shine through the paper.
So you done tried that, put paper on?
Man, I done tried it all. Like, we done tried it. Hey, you put toothpaste on there.
Yeah.
Everything, like, and that right there, I have you like, it's crazy. It's daytime outside, but why y'all got the lights on? 1 o'clock in the evening, it's shining, the sun shining. Y'all got the lights on. So you got to get under the cover and cover your head up and try to Like, go to sleep because the lights stay on all the time. Like, that's a part of their program. Don't let you get comfortable. Don't let you get, and then the AC on all day, bro. AC cold. Cold. Like, I'm talking, it's cold in there. You stand at the door talking to somebody, you gotta have your blanket covering you up. Stuff like this. It's just stuff like that, man. It's just a lot of stuff. You see them jump on other people. Like, you just seen a lot. I just seen a lot of stuff that would turn a person that's good, it'll turn them totally the other way if he don't know. Like, don't take all that stuff in with them. And like, but they really tried. I done been into some situation where they really, I could tell like they was trying to target to break me, and you just got to, it's a mental, it's a mindset, bro.
Yeah,
Real
like
talk.
how do you let that go though?
Well, after I got out or while I'm in there,
Both.
seeing somebody in a worse situation than you. Cause you gotta understand, I done lost like 2 brothers inside in prison too. You know, when your name start going around certain prisons and certain stuff, and people start learning and start knowing certain things of you, so they come back there like, oh wow, we didn't even know you was in this prison. So we didn't even know we could have let you out to go start everything. I'm like, I don't know what you talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
So you have to play like possum a lot.
Yeah.
To protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because people want to put you in their mess.
Yeah. Now like your people, your people know who you is, but the way you moving, it ain't like that's who you is. You see what I'm saying? And until certain stuff happen, and then they be like, oh, and you know what I'm saying? So, cause like my people, I'm like, look, bro, chill. Like, we ain't finna do all this and that and the third. You know what I mean? But they people, them over there might be doing the most. We ain't doing that, bro. We chilling. Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna do what we do, we chilling. You see what I'm saying? Unless we have to do otherwise. And then when have to do otherwise come about, that's when it get crazy. You see what I'm saying? Cause now they looking at y'all like, oh, we thought y'all was so chill and so cool. Now y'all, you see what I'm saying?
Y'all was hiding y'all teeth.
Yeah, so I had to learn like some things you just gotta chill, man. You can't react on everything, you know? And I always used to remember my mom, right? My mom used to write me a lot. And my mom used to be like, I want you to keep God first. You know how your mom, in church, she like, it's gonna be better, but something my mom always told me, she like, it won't be as long as it has been. She always used to tell me, even as a little child, she always tell me it won't be as long as it has been. That always played in my head. So every day or when I go through something, I'll be like, it won't be as long as it has been. Because every day getting me closer. But then when I'm getting in trouble, they taking my days away. Bro, you know how many days I lost before I came home? Off the 19, when I came home in 2019, off the 18 years I had. Now think about it, I got 18 and a half years. I wound up doing 17. I really could have came home 14 and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I stayed in there extra 3.
From that infractions.
But guess how many days I lost? Because when you get A charges, right, they don't.
It's like almost 1,000 days, right?
Yeah, but when you get A charges, you can't get these days back. So you get like a B charge infraction, C charge, you can work to get those days back. They'll be come back to you. But an A charge, you ain't getting them back. I lost 500 days. That's almost 2 years. You got 365 days in 1 year. They never caught a cell phone out of my hand, bro. They never got a cell phone. I went to the hole every time for one. Every time. They didn't never get them off of me. You got a Facebook page, cell phone, 6 months. Yeah, just for having a Facebook page. Then one time they caught the phone with somebody else and it had my information in it. I had got 6 months for the Facebook page and the phone. They never got no phone off of them. I had to go do 12 months, bro.
Yeah, I remember
stuff like that.
One of my cousins, you know what I'm talking about, but he would, I guess he left his logins, and then some dudes would be like, send me some money. And then other cousins would hit me up, was like, yo, is this him? I'm like, nah, I don't think so. Nah, this ain't him.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say
Yeah.
that. They see your login,
Yeah.
they be like, they be
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like that, bro. And so a lot of times, man, it was just more like just trying to stay focused through all the, like, whatever little stuff come up, just trying to stay focused. Like, you got on it, like I told you, bro, like, I lost my mom, my dad, all my grandparents, 'cause my grandfather wound up passing a year before my mom did. And it was like they were coming. Like, you gotta understand, I lost my father, I tell you, both of my grandmas died. Then one of my great cousins, he died. Like, well, I'm in the county jail. Then I get on the yard, go to Supermax. '07, my grandfather died, right? I ain't getting to go to none of these funerals now. I remember that. Now I ain't getting to go to my dad's funeral, none of these funerals.
So why don't they let people go to?
Because you got to understand, I'm on Supermax.
Oh, yeah. So it depends on how many points you got.
Nah, it depends on like what level of custody you in.
Oh, okay.
Because if you in close custody, you ain't going nowhere anyway. Now, if you in medium custody, they probably gonna get officers to take you back. Green clothes, you can go to but close custody, nah, ain't none of that going on. I ain't none of that going. You ain't going nowhere. They can send you obituary and all that. You ain't going nowhere. But I was on. When my mom passed, I was on mat. I was still doing the Supermax time because it's 3 years. You can't come off until you complete a whole 3 years.
Right.
But I was on the max part of it.
Yeah.
So I had left Polk and went to Lanesboro. So when you leave Supermax, you got to find out. They'll ask you what prison you want to go to out of all the close custody prison. And I was dealing with a female out of South Carolina, and she used to come and visit me like at least twice a month. She driving all the way from Greenville, South Carolina now to come and see me. So I'm like, damn, she done drove all this time down here to see me. Let me try to make it easy on her. That's why I went to Lanesboro. That's up there like by Charlotte.
Yeah.
To kind of make it closer for her from Greenville.
Yeah.
That's why I went there. But if I
Greenville's like less than an hour
South
away
Carolina
from Charlotte, right?
Yeah, where she was at, it was probably like an hour.
Yeah.
From where she,
because she was close to Spartanburg.
Yeah. So it wasn't like you say. Yeah, it was like an hour.
Yeah.
But if I would know, I was gonna stay there 9.5 years. I didn't know. I did not know going there I was finna be there no 9.5 years though.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be in a prison, bro.
Yeah.
At one prison, I was at that prison for 9.5 years, bro, and I couldn't get away from them, man. It's like every time I get ready to get medium custody, I catch a charge, cell phone, or they allow on something like, and that keeps you from getting in it, like your medium custody, like you there for like 6 months. Then you catch an institutional violence, you there for like, that's 5 years. They stay on you for 5 years. So you can't leave. Like you can go to another close custody prison, but you can't leave close custody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I stayed at that prison for like 9.5 years. Me and her, we kicked her for a minute, but that's why I went there. You know what I'm saying? When I left there, and my mom passed when I was there.
How do you end up meeting women while you in there?
I still got brothers. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still got, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I had a good support system.
Yeah.
Man, you know, when you got phones, bro, like, you gotta have phones too. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm able to go online.
So you sliding in their DM?
Nah. Like, cause I know, like, I had people that I was contacted with. So you might know, like, you might say, you got a bro or somebody or a sister or somebody that's not your sister, but y'all real close. And they be like, I seen so-and-so the other day, she asked about you. Or, bro, I'm talking to you. I got a girlfriend, like, cause I'm in there doing my thing too now. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna keep that out. I'm in there doing my thing too. So, you know, this money got to go somewhere. You see what I'm saying? I got to send this money somewhere, right? So, it ain't no female turning down you sending her no money. I don't know how many you asking the female. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being real. Like, so I might like talk to her a little bit, see she all right. Look, you got a green dot card. yeah, can you go get one? Yeah. Why you want me to get a green card? Just get one. I'm gonna show you tomorrow. I got about $800-900 somebody owe me. Send it to her. Oh, what you saying? $800? Like, yeah. Put 5 of it up, 3 for you though. You see what I'm saying? Because I need to do something with the 500 on it. But you get what I'm saying? So like stuff like that, and then you build relationships, and then they'll go look you up and see what type of person you is, and see that you ain't in there for like no rape or messing with no children and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? 9 times 10, like I said, she know my sister or somebody that I'm cool with, and they already know, like, he ain't finna hook me up with nobody or have me talking to somebody like it's crazy or nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then I got family too. You see what I'm saying? So like that. You know what I mean? Like, I met a few women I didn't know too, but it wasn't nothing like, you know what I mean, like that though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then you got CEOs that work there too. So you got, it's just, you know what I mean? You still a man, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
At the end of the day, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you know us as men, like, you put us in a situation, we were trying to find a way to be a man, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, as much as you can be at that
Right.
time, you see what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, that's it, like, with that, but I don't wish that on nobody, bro. Like, for real, I don't wish none of that on nobody. I think that's what kind of led me into peer support. You see what I'm saying?
Let's talk about, before we talk about peer support, because I hear people like will say like, man, he was stupid or she was stupid. Like they just got out. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
The person that we have
Yeah.
mutual, you know what I'm saying? Why is it so easy to come out and then go right back
bad.
in? Recidivism. Like, why is it so easy?
Like, because like a lot of times, like you come home, like a person to come home, and it's all different type of characters of people, right? You might have somebody. I'm gonna just speak for myself because I can't speak for nobody else. So why they do
And this
something?
goes back to the deprogramming you was
The
talking about.
deprogramming, yeah. And like I told you, I didn't learn that off the 17 because if I did, I probably wouldn't have went back. But I went back, so it's not, you know what I mean, neither here nor there. But when I came home in 19, right, and you always been like a breadwinner, like you always been the type of person that people with you, like you helping people out, like you know, you doing so some people like count on you. People like, somebody feel like I can count on Corey. You feel what I'm saying? Like when people feel like they can count on you, you don't want them.
You don't let them down.
Yeah, you don't want to let them down. So when I came home at 19, I seen some stuff I ain't like seeing. You know what I mean? Like people I love. I ain't like seeing like I've been gone and people ain't where they supposed to be.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and any man, like when he see that, like y'all could go get a job and this and the third, but I know how to do this though. I've been doing this, and I just seen a lot of situations that I ain't like seeing, and I could have really turned my head and like, you know what, man, y'all been out here 17 years. I ain't like, let me do something for myself, you know. But I just seen some situations I ain't like seeing, so it was like, man, let me do my little 1-2 real quick. I ain't finna, I ain't trying to make no noise or nothing like that, but, I'm trying to help my people in a better situation. And I wind up, like I say, catching a gun charge, you know what I mean? And that led me back. That's why when you asked me, like, what changed it for me? It was that because I seen at that moment, I seen something like, I thought these people really cared for me, but they only cared for what I could do for them. And that's what really hurt because a lot of people felt like I was finna be gone forever, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because you got to understand, when you hear my record, like stuff about me, it'll make you think like, dude, crazy, like, dude, wow, like, dude really be on something. You see what I'm saying? But if you really know me, you know, like, K, chill, but like, K don't really be on nothing, like, unless now if you bring that other side out of them, then you might get what you get. But nah, like, just seeing like how people don't appreciate you. You know what I mean? And then I had to learn that I didn't even appreciate myself for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody else appreciating you, but you ain't even appreciated yourself for who you are. Now appreciate yourself for what you can do for you. You get what I'm saying? For yourself. And that's what I had to learn. And when Allah put me in that situation right there, a lot of people counted me out. Like, they be like, man, he just came home. Because you understand, I just did 17 years, so they looking like his record got to be crazy. People think 17 years, they think you got the worst record in the world. I don't got stuff like that. Everything that I actually did, I wound up having to go do time for. So it was like, it stood out. but I don't really got a lot of little mess around, like how you might see people get locked up this week, get locked up next week, get locked up the next month. He just got a lot of, I don't have a lot of that. I just got very particular situations, something like that if I'm involved. But that right there, man, when people count you out, bro, like they really thought I was finna be gone for like 15 years when I caught that gun charge. And it hurt because I seen a lot of people like just go like that. Like
what you mean go?
Just bounce. Like, oh, it's over for him. Count me out. Like, cause you calling and hearing stuff people saying. Like, man, listen, bro, and I give all praise due to Allah. I got locked up all April the 6th, 2021, bro. From that very day I got locked up, I ain't smoked no more weed. I ain't drunk an ounce. I ain't drunk a sip of alcohol or nothing. I don't even take. I ain't took no mental health meds because I was on like anxiety. I was taking anxiety medication. I was taking a sleep med, but I wasn't taking no high dosage or something like to kind of like it was supposed to level me out.
So it was like melatonin.
Yeah. Like I was taking something called Cymbalta, but it wasn't like no high doses or nothing like that. But since then, bro, because Ramadan was about to start when I got locked up April the 6th. So Ramadan was this 21. So Ramadan was about to start like a few days later. So before they could even get my anxiety medication to the jail, Ramadan started. And when Ramadan started, they got to put you on a different med schedule instead of taking it like during the day. You would have to take it like nighttime when you get time to eat.
Sundown. Yeah,
but they never got my medication. So by the time by that time I don't went to craving. By the time you get to craving, you got to do it again. But by this time now, bro, I'm like 20 days in the Ramadan. I ain't took no meds. I'm like, you know what? I don't need that mess anyway. You see what I'm saying? I don't need it. And I never got back on it, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I was about to say you had to change your what you would eat to be able to come off those meds too.
Yeah, but I wasn't like, that's what I'm saying. Like the meds I was on wasn't no heavy dose. It wasn't nothing like really change your mood swinging or nothing like that. So when I left it alone, because really my meds were weed, bro. Like I used to smoke. Like that used to mellow me out. Like, so if I ain't doing that and I'm all right, then I know I don't need this. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I did. You know what I mean? And to this day, it's been like 5 years, because it's 26. It's been over like five and a half years. I ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
Except like my supplements I take like for working out, like, you know, shit like that, like sea moss and stuff like that. But I ain't did nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't never, when I seen like so many people like had certain stories and try to just write you off, I said, all right, now let me go back to my Southern Wayne days. Let me go back to my days when let me show you the diverse side of me. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you it's a whole nother side of me that y'all forgot about because y'all looked at the street stuff so much. Let me show you who I really am. But for me though, you get what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I'm like, I'll never get nobody no type of ammunition to try to paint no type of picture about me. If a picture gonna be painted, I'm gonna be the one painting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a story need to be told about me, I'm gonna be the one telling it because nobody can tell your story like you. But if you give them a different story to tell, they'll tell it. And that's what I say, like, I never let y'all have that type of range, especially over the people, somebody that I love, to take something and try to use it against me. And they wrote me off, bro, like for real, like, and that hurt because I would never like, somebody I love, I never turn, bro. I'm telling you, I won't turn my back on you. Like, I ain't finna leave you out there in no water. We gonna drown together. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't finna leave you because I know, like, if you got one support line, that's all you need.
Right.
Sometimes. You know, you don't need 10, 12 lines going. You just need that one strong one.
Yeah.
And God will bring y'all both to shore.
Right.
But man, I just felt like they just left me out. Like, you know, I still had support, but I'm just saying, like, some people you don't expect to do certain things to you. And when they do it, it make you like, you know what I'm facing. Like, you see I'm in a situation. But Allah he needed to show me that, to humble me, to show me, like, I ain't seen you home after doing all that time to come out here and make you feel like you got to take care of everybody, do everything. I need you to see something.
It's over with. Yeah.
I need to show you something. And he showed me. When he showed me that time, I'm like, I never spit in God's face again and come back. So that's why I started moving like I move now.
Yeah.
Because I could, but it ain't no chance. I done been in there 3 times. Right? I did a 3, 17, and 4. It's 24 years. What if I go back in? Is he gonna bring me out of that? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna bring me through that again? He might say like, you know what? You ain't gonna learn. You see what I'm
Never
saying?
know, yeah.
But a wise man doubted often, so that means he think what could happen.
Right.
Not like I know this gonna happen if I go back in, I'm gonna make it out. Nah, but people dying just off natural causes now in prison. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what really changed my outlook on that. And God blessed me not to get 10, 15 years. So I was facing 0 to 10. So that means you can get anything from 10. So that's where your record come into play. So a lot of people talk about the feds and that they got a process just like the state got a process. They just can't do anything they want to do. But your criminal history determines what type of time you want to get.
Right.
And like I said, my record wasn't as crazy as it might look because I did the type of time, but I was only a level 3. See, I thought I was going to be a level 4, so they would have pushed my time higher, but they couldn't. By me winning that appeal for the gun, like I told you, they violated.
Right, because they didn't follow protocol.
They couldn't give me 3 points for that, so they kept me at a level 3. And that when they did that, my lawyer came and see me. He was like, "Look, they didn't enhance you for this, for that." He said, "So instead of you looking at this, now you're looking at this." It dropped like 40 months. When it dropped like 40, I knew that wasn't nothing but a law. When it dropped 40 months, and they put me in 4 years instead of 8,
yeah,
I said, "Oh yeah, they in trouble now."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was able to do this right here.
Yeah.
Oh, they in trouble now. Forget the money.
You know
what I'm saying?
You know what's so crazy, man? Because I can't relate to that.
Yeah.
But to see how happy you are about getting reduced time, I'm trying to think. It's like getting a new job and you getting that first check, or like I'm signing up my first sponsor.
Real, bro.
It's crazy to see your happiness with getting a reduced time. Like I'm like, you happy about not getting 10, but you getting 3? I mean, you're looking at your glasses half empty. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's
yeah, bro. Like it made me, I ain't gonna lie, cause I was like slumped down. But when he told me that, I was like, hold up, say that again.
Yeah.
He said, I said, say that again, what you say? He's like, look, by them not giving you them 3 points, instead of you getting this, you getting this. You getting 48 to 59.
Yeah.
I said, so what that mean? Cause I want him to like, let me know like what you really saying. He's like, 59 is the top end, but the judge can sentence you to the low end.
Yeah.
It just so happened by the grace of Allah, when I went to court, the judge gave me the low. My lawyer was trying to get me reduced, like trying to get them to go under the 48. I was just saying, like, but I'm thinking, I'm glad it played out the way it played out. You know what I'm saying? But that's what really let me know, like, Allah really, like, had something for me. And I was like, when I knew that then, I still like, damn, I got to go. Now I got to go see what the Fed's about. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, you hear so much stories that you hear about the Feds and this and that and the third, but ain't nothing like experiencing yourself. I'm not saying that I want to experience it, but I had to go, so I had to go. Like, I ain't, anybody tell you, like, bro, I'm going to stay in the fire. I stayed in the fire. I ain't jump out. A lot of people jumped out, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? A lot of people
I know what you mean.
Yeah. A lot of people jumped out, but I ain't never jumped out.
And it's crazy to see, you hear stories about certain dudes and then they come home and then they did a lot of talking, and then now things have changed to where they're and I'm not in that life, and I've heard stories about how the Feds will flip you. They'll use whatever.
Yeah.
But it's crazy now how that's like the new normal. You know what I mean?
It's normal. Like, they don't even honor guys that stand tall no more and do their time, like, and don't say nothing. Like, that's not, like, I'm going to tell you one of the biggest experiences I had after doing the 17 years, right? I was at a party. My niece had a party, right?
For you? Or
no, for her. It was,
okay.
But I'm there because I was staying with my sister at the time when I first came home. So my niece had a party. So, she got everybody her age. My niece now maybe 28, something like that, 29. But at the time she was like 21. She's young.
Mm-hmm.
And so all her people around there, so she like, yo, she happy. I'm her favorite uncle. Like, she love him. I got on my arm and everything. So she called me Uncle Dad. You feel what I'm saying? So my uncle here, he cool, like woo, woo, woo. So, I'm out there in the garage, they doing their little thing and whatnot. I'm talking to some of my friends. So they were like, man, how much time you actually do? So I was like, yo, buddy, like 17 years. They look like, you know how music be playing and just saying like everything stop. So look, so dude say, the young dude say, he like, man, I can't imagine doing all that time. He like, I can't do that much time. I was like, he was like, how did you do all that time? I was like, nah, man, you just got to be focused. Like, you got to be. But he was like, man, there ain't no way I could do all that time. And that's why it hit me. Like, man, they saying like the average person nowadays look at you crazy you did that type of time. Because they can't imagine they still being away from society, how the world is, like phones.
But
and all that.
I don't think you could either. I don't think nobody could either. But it's like the sense I get now, the motivations are different.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
growing up, hearing about
Yeah.
you and other people's, y'all was trying to get money. Now they're just trying to be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a different type of motivation.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right, because when I see my man Bird,
And they're not studying.
Yeah,
too.
not studying.
You know, like I was telling you earlier, like a lot of y'all would study the law. Like, so you know, if you get what's the a lot of people getting caught with the enhancements, like a little. A lot of these young boys don't know that. They don't know, or they don't know about if you get a gang injunction. That's gonna be points. That's gonna be more points. They don't know this, so then you know you jumped out here to be cool. And then you like, oh my God, I'm facing all this. I can't do this. It was like, no, y'all used to study. Y'all used to I don't know if Don Diva was out then, but y'all used to read about this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
So I think that's a part of it.
Yeah, it is. And it's just like when you seeing certain things and you living life, a lot of people just living like the day gonna be tomorrow and just going through it.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't like that. You see what I'm saying? Like tomorrow could be you in here now, you facing something you ain't getting out until you got to go through it.
Right.
And now you going through it, you don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't saving no money up. You don't know that you gotta go get a lawyer. You see your mother doing everything for you. Now your mother can't come and save you. Only thing she can do is show up at your court date, but now your mother ain't got no money. So now you got to have a court-appointed lawyer. You don't know what to talk to him about because your mother used to taking you to your appointments and all that, but now you don't got that. You know what I'm saying? So we was different. So our parents like, yo, you think you grown, be grown. Man, I ain't never seen my mama. Only time my mama was at one of my court days is when I called them charges. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only time my dad, that's the only time I seen any of my parents. All the time, like me or my girl or something like that. Because our era was, I don't know what it was about our era, but we was like ahead of our time and we didn't have smartphones and all that. We actually had to live experience.
Right.
So that experience taught us how to like, boy, you better go get a lawyer, get the best.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause dudes is really doing it for the gram right now.
Yeah. We ain't have all that. We knew to have a bondsman in place.
I mean, y'all in the two-way era.
Yeah.
Project Pad two-way.
Yeah. That was just coming when I called. That was really out there, just got out there. Like what, 2001? I'm talking about when the Motorola ones came out. You know, they had the little red ones a little bit, then they had the Motorola ones, the gray ones came out. That's when you could just touch somebody's joint and their information could come to yours. That quickly ended too, because when I was on the yard, I'm sort of seeing different stuff come on. You know, sitting in the county, 03 go to 05, 05 go to 10. And then Facebook come in like, what, 08, 09?
Yeah.
So that's why really plugged me back into the streets, Facebook.
Oh, wow.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I had a female friend, and she was like, "You ain't got a Facebook page?" I'm like, "Nah." She was like, "Well, I'm gonna set you up. Well, I'm gonna use my info. I'm gonna use my password. This is my password, and you go in." I started seeing like I could contact. That's how I found out one of my daughters was mine, bro.
Oh, wow.
Real talk through Facebook, man.
How'd you find it? Like, how did that?
Cause I was dealing with a female. Well, I was dealing with a female in college, and she had got pregnant. And before I wound up doing it 3 years. She got pregnant, she left and went back to Philly. And I ain't had no back then we ain't got Instagram. So if you don't got no direct phone number, then you're gonna lose a lot of stuff when you get to go to prison. Like people move and they pack your stuff up. So all numbers and stuff like that get lost and you just lose a lot of stuff. So I wasn't able to get in contact with her. You know what I mean? I just knew when she left college, she was like, I'm pregnant, and we talked and this and that and the third. But next thing you know, I'm in trial. And I blew trial, so I wanted her to go do 3 years. You see what I'm saying? During that time, she left and went back home and then come back to Shaw.
Right.
So I don't know where she at. I get out on 01. You know, I'm thinking about I gotta get my bread right. You know what I mean? So it still ain't social media. So I ain't have no number. So I'm just like, I don't know where she at. She didn't stay in contact with me or write me while I was gone. And she didn't know how to contact me because she didn't know my family back in Goldsboro or nothing. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
y'all
So
met in college,
so she don't know nobody how to get in contact with nobody. So like I said, '09, because I was on Supermax '08, so I didn't get off Supermax until '09. And that's when Facebook, I had got a Facebook page and this and that and the third. I had a phone and I was able to start reaching out, and I had my man, I was like, yeah, see if you can find this person. And he found her and we talked and we went through the whole little situation about my daughter. And that's how, I found out like, dad, I thought she would have a boy, but she wound up having a girl. So I didn't know what she had. And she had a girl.
Oh, so you knew when you was in trial, you knew she was already pregnant?
Yeah, I knew she was pregnant, but I didn't know what, we talked about, like, she was like, if I have a boy, I'm going to name him after you. And then she was like, if I have a girl, what do you want me to name her? I was like, name her Najla. Because I had a little girl cousin that used to be with me and my cousin Ken, and we used to keep her all the time, and it was like, she was our heart, so I was like, name her Najla. But she didn't name her Najla, she named her Naja. She didn't put the L in there, she put a Z in there, named her Naja. And she still honored.
It sound the same.
Yeah, it sound the same. Yeah, she named her Naja.
He's trying to say the same.
Yeah. So I was thankful for that, though.
Yeah,
that's my baby, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
She married now. She don't have no children. She just got married last year. And, she don't hold me not being there. She don't hold it, she don't hold it against me. She loved me like her pops.
Yeah.
Her mother was with somebody that actually she had children by, but he treated her like his daughter. So she looked at him as her father too. It's only right because he was right there to, help raise her. And I salute that because, she didn't know I was her father at the time. And so, we got a awesome relationship, you know what I mean?
That's
so
what's
I'm
up.
thankful for that. And then I got another daughter and my son, and then we got a son that me and my son's mother adopted. He's 17. And he'll be graduating this year, so I'm just thankful for just being able to give them the advice that I got now as a father. Right. And that's still a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, somebody coming home. What does the deprogram system look like? What do they need to do? Like, and I think we should break it down to like days. Like, so do you think it's like a 90-day plan, 6-month plan? Like, how would you?
Nah, it really ain't no time limit because everybody's time is different. I did a lot of time, like a length of time. So when you going in, it's stuff that you don't know about the prison system that you pick up, right? This stuff that you didn't know before you go in. And, I did 3 years, but I didn't do it like I had to do the 17. So the stuff I did on 3 years, some of it still apply, but it's totally different. I didn't do no close custody time in 3 years.
Yeah.
I did the whole, I did 17 years. Well, I would say like the deprogramming it's got to start like before you get out. When you know you about to get out, 98, like 6 months, really a year before you get out, you need to start like separating yourself from the prison politics, from the stuff that's in prison. But it depends on how you moving too. Cause some stuff be going on.
Yeah, cause
you know what I'm
saying? Because you got to join some type of card or whatever, right?
No, that's in the feds.
Okay, that's
state different. State, you might be in the game, you might not. You know what I mean? I was in the temple. So I've been in the Moore Science Temple since 2011. So that was, you see what I'm saying? But we move different. See, everybody, different organizations move different. That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on what you're a part of. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just the politics of prison, some stuff you got to start pushing away from yourself. You see what I'm saying? And I give all praise due to Allah because the temple what really saved me. Islam, because I've been in Islam since 2099 till my Shahada as a Muslim, right?
Mm-hmm. And what's Shahada?
Shahada is like when you say you all praise due to Allah, that they only one God, but there's only one God but Allah. You see what I mean? You submit to that there's only one God but Allah, the creator that created everything.
Do you have to have like is it called a maji to witness it? Do you have
No, you just be amongst Muslims and you go to a mosque. You go to a mosque,
yeah.
But they have it like in the chapel where everybody go to. Where one day, for Christians it'll be the chapel, and then your service it'll be the mosque. We just changes, but you do it there, and then you take your shahada amongst other Muslims, and that's when that's when the process starts. But I didn't find the Moore Science Temple of America until 2010. You see what I'm saying? So I learned about my nationality and stuff like that when because I was always knowing like it's something that I know Allah, they ain't number one God, but it's got to be more than just praying 5 times a day.
Right.
Something like to save my people. And I realized like, Dad, we supposed to have a nationality. We ain't black. We ain't Negro, color, black. You know, and I learned all this stuff and it's going through because I ain't the type of person you just gonna tell something and I'm gonna just go with
do
it.
your research, yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Have you done your DNA? You done your DNA?
Nah, I tried to look into that, but
yeah,
I ain't never really did like trace my what tribe like from
I did mine. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
So my Y chromosome came from Egypt, or Kemet. So Ramses III is a distant cousin of mine. And that blew my mind. I'm like, oh, what? Maybe this is what I've always been interested in Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you definitely should.
But I know that. But one thing I learned that I know we all connected as people anyway. There's only one God. You feel what I'm saying? Adam was the first man. So once you realize that when you chase yourself all the way back to him, you realize like, bro, man, you family.
Life came out of Africa. We all came, you know what I'm saying?
Family.
We all left Africa at different times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that you might not have the same biological mother, but when you trace our lines back, it's going to lead to one person. It's going to lead to the same people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We just, our biological, like our names and all that might be different.
Right.
But the blood can't lie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I would say that a brother need to take like a year before he come home, depending on how much time he done did. If he did a lot of time, like start with a year before you come home. But really, you should be already knowing what you want to do. But when you come home, you got to understand that this is what I had to learn. You can't take some of the stuff that you do in there out here and think that it's going to help you work, like moving.
Like what? Like what specifically though?
Like, for instance, everybody got their own gender. They say what they are, non-binary, trans, whatever they want to say they are. In there, it might be different. See, in there, like, you might not be around it because you don't have to. And if they do, like, it might be one in there that he might not be in there that long because he'll go to a session where they're at. You know what I mean? Out here, you got to move around. You might even have to deal with one at a desk or to go put out an application. So you can't be like, I ain't going over there because that. Man, you got to go right here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that a person that's still got that stigma with him, his whole day over with because he don't go put in that application because this the only desk open. Right. He gonna look at that like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. And now knowing like, bro, you got to know how to move. You got to really know how to go and like move forward with certain situations, sit down and talk to people because this person might be the person that God put in place to help you. And you just duck that person. And now you go back the next day, you get in somebody that look like you and they be the nastiest person. Now you still can't get nothing done because you done ducked the person that supposed to help you last week. Now a whole week done passed. Now the wrong person that is at the desk and you don't miss your shot. You see what I'm saying? So like stuff like that, man, this little simple stuff that you can't use in there, you got to leave it behind. And you got to learn how to, like, certain conversations. This frivolous, you don't need to have them conversations no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody calling you every day, talk about prison, and you ain't in prison no more. Like if somebody do call you from prison, you need to be telling them, like, but you need to do this when you come home.
Right.
You need to do this. I'm doing this so you'll know how to do this.
Yeah.
Not that, bro. Like, let's talk about something productive. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to change the conversations. You just got to change the way you move, and you got to know that you got to put some of that stuff. You can't bring some of that stuff home with you because it's not going to help you out here. Like you said, you ain't never been to prison or nothing, right? So why you even want to talk to me about prison stuff all day unless it's on your podcast? Like, you're going to be like,
I don't even do that. I mean, and I think you picked up on this, but if you notice, you talk about certain stuff. I'm not asking no follow-up question on like, I'm like, that's cool.
Like,
some
people ain't been through that.
Yeah.
And they don't like, and so your story is only for like a podcast or for, so when you're trying to enlighten somebody, because everybody haven't been through that walk and you got to be able to know that. So, this deprogramming, man. And it might not, you can't deprogram because I'm still deprogramming now. I'm still tearing some barriers down now and layers that I still know that within me that I got to let go of, like certain things. So it's a process, but know that you have to do that.
Yeah, having that awareness, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so nobody didn't tell me I had to do that. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Yeah.
like, bro, when you go on, you need to deprogram.
Did you go into therapy?
Yeah, because they had that set up with my coming home that I had to do. But the feds made sure, like, you got to do this, you got to do that. See, now when I came with the feds, I had to see a therapist for 6 months, certain stuff like that. So they making sure that they put certain things in place with state. Well, we got this to offer. It's not really so much that they trying to get you to get back on the right track. It's like, okay, you got to go home, you got to date, boom.
Right.
You want this therapist, you can go here.
Yeah.
You see them, the feds gonna set it up for you. Like, you need to go here, you need to go see your PO. When you see your PO, they're gonna tell you what, you know, you get what I'm saying? It's already kind of much like structured out what you need to do.
Yeah.
And like that. But it hit me one day, I was sitting on the bed, right? I was sitting on my bed and I was looking at something and I just went in a deep thought because I'm a deep thinker, right? And I was sitting there and something hit me like, bro, you got to deprogram. And I stood up on the bed. I'm like, dang.
What initiated that thought? It just popped in
I
your
don't know.
head?
I would just, cause like I say, I be like, I read something. I'm always, even at home now, I'm reading. Like I'm always like, I'm an introvert basically, but I can deal with, like, I don't mind social settings, but if it ain't really nothing that I'm supposed to be able to do, I'm gonna be home chilling, reading. Like, you know what I mean? I'm cool. I figure out a lot of stuff by myself. Y'all know, I did a lot of whole time. That's how I learned a lot of stuff I know by being locked in. You know what I mean? So, I was sitting on the bed and I was thinking, and I was like, it just came to me like, bro, you got to deprogram. And then I called one of my mans. He did a lot of time. I was like, bro, you know what I realized? He was like, what's good, bro? I was like, we got to deprogram. And he was like, okay, well, I be deprogramming every day. He was like, you right, bro. And that's when I realized, like, a lot of brothers didn't see it like that. But when I started letting them know, like, this is what you got to do, they realized, like, bro, you right.
Yeah.
You right, bro. We got to deprogram because that's a whole program that a normal person ain't used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not used to that out here in society. Like, right now, they took you and put you in prison for a year, 6 months. You're going to go through a program. It's going to change you from what you're doing now, right or wrong. Just changing those clothes and putting, it's a whole change up.
Yeah.
So, like, you got to know how to come back and get back to a normal way, a way that you need to move, that you can make this work for you out here. Because this is another world, you know what I mean? And in just, I ain't 17 years, like 2 decades, so much change.
Yeah.
And everybody had to change with the changes. But in there, we don't change like they change out here because they got to change actually going through it.
Right.
In there, we hear about it, but they change stuff in there real slow. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to go through the change right now. Well, in there, it's like, okay, they just not getting tablets in prison, bro. Maybe 2 years ago, 3 years, maybe probably 3-4 years ago, they just, 4, maybe 5 years, they just started getting, how long y'all had tablets out here? Been out here, right?
Yeah, it been out.
You see what I'm saying? They just not starting to listen to podcasts.
You see the toddlers with them. You know what I'm saying?
Some people still right now just learn how to use a tablet. Toddlers, like you say, 1-2 year old, go up there, swipe, go to their favorite show and sit there and look at on TV. And there, some of them still going to people like, bro, show me how to do this and do that. You know what I mean? But that's it, bro. Deprogram, you gotta know how to. That's a way to know how to do it. Like, and it take time. Like, don't rush it, but just know you have to do it.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
So tell us. I know you said you got to be out by 3, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about peer support, like what that is, and I think that's like really cool.
Man, peer support, man. And shout out to all my CPSS workers out there who doing the work and really doing the work. When I came home in 19, I wish I would have had a peer support specialist. Somebody that has experience what I done experienced, not that have to do that. The time, doing the amount of time don't matter. It's just somebody who had that experience that could share certain things with me and that I could relate to. So I had a lot of family support and people that cared about me support, but a lot of these people wasn't. Some of them had been in the prison, but they wasn't peer support specialists. They didn't know how to use their experience to help me start eventually like learn maneuvering back into society a certain way and doing it from a perspective that had been in prison. So I didn't have that. So that's what I think that if I would have had, I might have wouldn't have been did the 4 years, the feds, right? Okay. So when I was in the feds, this is how I got on peer support. One of my mans named J Love, he from Wilmington. I was calling him, we were speaking, you know, when I'm in the field, I'm still speaking. He had just got out, he had did 21. He played ball in school too. He was like, bro, call me, bro. So I called him. He was like, look, bro. I was like, what you doing out there? He was like, bro, I ain't in no streets. He was like, bro, I ain't touched no streets since I've been home. I was like, what you doing? He was like, bro, I went and got my CDLs. He said, but I ain't really like, I did it, but I, did dump for a little bit. He said, bro, but I got my peer support. He said, K, he said, this is what you need to be doing, bro. I'm like, why did you say that? He said, bro, you don't know this what you were doing for us in here. He said, you just didn't know it was peer support. Cause in there, I was always uplifting brothers, like giving brothers the knowledge and like, bro, don't do that. Like, they could be blood. Like, we used to like, it used to be Bloods, Crip, folks, all in the same pod together. And we go through some stuff together. And I used to be sometimes to be the one to like break up disagreements or put a brother, have him think a different way, give him a book to read, or his mom might die, and I'm right there like, look, bro, my mom, because I done went through it. So my mom done passed. I know how to talk to a brother whose mother just passed too.
Yeah.
And be like, look, bro, like, I'm right here. Like,
because you've been
bro,
there.
you might see a brother cry, and this a real brother. He might be getting money and everything, but he going through a moment right now that ain't got nothing to do with that. He's got something to do with how he feel about losing his mother or his sister or his father. And the prison stuff ain't even on the line right now. He thinking about he can't be there with his mom. And somebody like me, I'm coming in, I done been through it. So he was telling me like, bro, you done been through this. He was like, bro, you were doing this for us and here you just didn't know it was peer support. He was like, bro, I'm telling you, they need you in this lane. So of course me, after I hear it, grab a phone, I go want to do it. Let me hold your phone. Boom, boom. I go and start researching. Lived experience. I think about like, I got 24 years of lived experience in prison.
Yeah.
Like God don't open up a lane for us to help people with our experience. That's how I looked at it. Like, man, they don't made a lane for us to help people with our experience. And this is real experience. Like, so you can't go to a classroom and get a diploma for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't nobody teach you what you went through.
Yeah.
Only you went through. The judges can't do it. DA said this stuff that they can't do because they didn't go through it.
Right.
But you can sentence a man to 20 years, but you can't tell him how to go do it. You can't show him how to walk it. You can't show him how to walk the hallway. You can't show him what to look out for. You can't show him how not to get involved in that or how to de-escalate a situation like that if it come about. But you can hand him 30 years though. You know how to hand him 30 years, but you don't know how to help him when he come home after the 30 years, how to reintegrate back into society and still where his family can see him as the man that he is instead of looking at him as a criminal or looking at him as a person that I don't want him in my house or he might be crazy. See, you don't know how to show him how to go back and deal with his family and they still accept him for what he been through. So that's deprogramming. That's a part of, you know what I mean? You got to have something in place for people that go and do stuff like that and they go through those things because it's really a real life situation, bro. You see what I'm saying? And you got to understand, I was disconnected from my family, even though they was coming to see me and stuff. I wasn't around them every day. 17 years. I'm a whole different person.
Yeah.
They is too. Right?
Yeah.
But, cause I remember, my sister, right? I love my sister, man. She used to be like, she a cook. I go down there and eat and whatnot. I'm right back to the room. So
institutionalized, right?
Yeah, so and I'll shut the door, go in my room, shut the door and everything. But she don't know like this. I'm cool. I know I ain't in prison, but I can do this and ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, they don't know how to be still like this. Being still to them is it's boring. Ain't nothing going on. When they trying to go to the next event, I'm like, man, y'all tripping. Y'all don't even know how to be still. Y'all got to go somewhere every day.
Yeah.
Like if there ain't nothing going on, y'all, it's gonna tear you up to stay in the house, right? So one day my sister look up, she called upstairs. She like, bro. I'm like, yo, what's up, sis? She like, come to the door. Come to the end of the steps. I come to the end of the steps. She like, bro, can I here watch a movie with me? I'm like, what you finna watch? She tell me, I'm like, that ain't really my type of movie, right? I'm like, But I sometimes lie, sis. So I come down, I come down there one day, watch the movie with her, right? And we sitting there, and she be like, bro, what the hell you be doing up there in that room? I said, I just be up there reading, or I'll be watching something. I got a TV on my room, I'm chilling, sis. I'm all right. She be like, bro, you ain't got to stay locked up in that room. You ain't in prison no more. Hey, I laugh now because it's just the way she said it. She was saying it from a sincere place, but she was really serious. Because she was worried, like, she thinking like, I'm scared. Nah, sis, like, I'm good. Like, she don't understand it. So, and then I guess after a while, she understood, like, oh, that's just him. Like, he like his space. Like, you get what I'm saying? But to her, nah, boy, I done did it too many days repetitively.
Yeah.
And she like, bro, you couldn't answer because after I eat, like, I'm the type of person, like, after I eat, I got to wash the stuff and put it back up. Like, so that's me. That's because I'm like, stuff laying around, like, so I'll put it up. But my sister, but I do that and go right back.
She was worried.
Hey, she was like, bro, you ain't got to lock yourself in that room. I'm like, sis, it ain't even nothing like that. I just like I'm cool like that. Like, that's how I don't.
But y'all was relearning.
Yeah, relearning each other. And that's like one of the reasons, like, I went and stayed with my sister, because our mother passed. See, me and my sister are the only children from my mother. I'm the baby, she the oldest. But on my father's side, it's 8 of us. You see what I'm saying? Because we got different mothers. Like, only 2 of us got the same mother and father on my father's side. So my sister, that's why, like, when your mother's like, so me and my sister, because she was in the army before I got locked up.
Okay.
So she experienced some of the stuff that I had experienced with my mom. She knew about it. She'll come and say, but she didn't got to go through some of the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Some of the stuff I had to go through, and that's why I went to chose and stay with her, because I wanted to get the connection back with her.
Yeah.
Because we had been apart for so long. And that's like, you grew up in the same house until like the last couple of years of high school.
Yeah.
But peer support, man, once I got into it, like I told you, I was driving a year. I went over the road. I got my CDLs and drove over a year on the road. But I'm in the temple too. So in the temple, one of our main mottos is uplifting fallen humanity. And we ain't talking about just a human. We're talking about the souls. Humanity is the soul of a person.
Right.
Uplifting that soul that's in that person, so they can raise up and have another life within themselves, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't know that they fallen within themselves because they can't see that soul within them that's down in a gloomy spot.
Right.
In a gloomy spot, right? So uplifting fallen humanity to me is being out here servicing the people that went through mental health, that's going through drug addiction, that's going through DV, domestic violence, or harm reduction. People cutting on themselves, hurting themselves because they think like they don't got no other outlet. It's things like that. I don't seen all that in prison. I don't witness dudes sitting there with the door locked, just cutting themselves, doing stuff to themselves, cause they won't come in there and just get them a tray or something like that. Just spaz out and just
releasing that pain.
Yeah, releasing it, and you got to know how to deal with that. And just being able to touch a person or help a person go to a job interview, come out smiling that they got the job, because I be praying for them. They don't even know. I be like, man, pray this, brother, because it might trigger them if they don't get it. You see what I'm saying? So I might be praying in the car while they in there, and because we go sometime with them, they might have an advocate for them for certain, like they might can't say something or don't know how to say certain things. So we might be there.
So y'all are like really walking with them.
Yeah, we walking. That's why we just call it walk. You walking beside them in their journey. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You wherever they're at, you will service you supporting them wherever they're at in their journey. Because today they could be good, tomorrow they could relapse. But that's part of their journey.
Right.
So if they do relapse, you just be like, look, yesterday was the day. We're gonna, it's a new day. We're gonna do, and you try to build them back so they can keep moving. Mm-hmm. But you're not there to do everything for them. You're there for them to gain their own independence back, so they can go back into the community and have their independence as a person, as a human, and do things that they know that they can do. See, it's in them to do it, but sometimes they might have to go through they walk.
Right.
And you got to support them where they at. And as long as they know that they got real support, they know that whatever they go through, somebody's there to support them and help them through it. Yep. Not do it for them,
right?
But, help them use their skills, their coping skills, and just let them know, like, it's all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. No matter what you did in your past, it's all right. We talking about today and move forward from there, at that moment. And that's what really give me, the passion to do the work. Mm-hmm. That's why Impact Lives was started, because of reintegration, like helping brother. I wish there was a brother like me to help a brother like me come home and help.
And then the stuff that you can say because you've been out there.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hold on to what you're saying a lot more than someone who hasn't come from that life in transition.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, hey man, I did this, I went through that. But why, like you did that.
Yeah. And I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, like the job.
Because I'm telling you, man, like I
said.
said in the beginning, it's very nostalgic talking to you right now, hearing the stories.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I became of age, you were already gone.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing all these stories, and then now
Yeah.
I'm you in front of me now. It's like it's crazy to see.
Yeah.
I see your transition, and this is the first time we met in person.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know,
you already know. Yeah.
Because I remember when we was on the phone, and I said, yeah, man, you was a cool dude. You just started busting out laughing. You remember, right?
Yeah.
You was like, man, this guy know me.
Yeah. Because I know you don't hear some. You had to hear some story. You get what I'm saying? Somebody had to, correlate that to you.
Yeah.
Man, hey, I just want to give you honors too, but let me stop and salute you for what you doing. Because like sometimes like your reach can just be the reach that somebody needs, or a segment that you might just put on it might be. So you doing your part as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I want to honor you in that. And when man honors man, he honors God. What man do for God, for man, he does for God as well. So I just want to thank you for sharing your platform, for bringing me up here and lastly, like letting me, express myself to you. So hopefully whatever we sharing today can help somebody else. You know what I mean? For real. So
I appreciate this opportunity, man. Like
man.
for real, it's like I said, man, it's a blessing. Like hearing a story that I heard, seeing what you're doing now, I'm like, wow, like it's really cool, great to see, man.
Yeah, I thank you, and I one of like for Impact Live, we doing the school giveaway next week. August the 22nd, we trying to make sure that our community, because one of the things I started everything like where I'm from because of the things that I did in our community that wasn't shined upon as good things, right? And some of those same streets, some of those same things I did, I want to be able to say I had a hand in helping my community in a brighter way than some of the things I did, right? Because there's still a lot of older people that remember when I was out there and knew some of the stuff I did. And they be like, boy, I remember when you used to, you get what I'm saying? And that's something. So I'm looking into going into transitional housing now this phase to put a transitional house in our community so I can help those in sober living. That's one of the things, like my director, Katina, she's a doctor, Dr. Katina Bell Costner, right? She used to come and visit me, like, and when I was in the feds, and like, she always used to be like, when you come home, I want you to put your vision down. Like, she always used to like support me, like a great friend, man, great friend. And the other brother, like Costa, the one you said look like Jesus, like the Costa Lewis, man. He done went through his journey with the system and everything. And the brother, we just came together. Like it's good to find people from different.
And you know what's so crazy? Looking at him, at it, I would never even know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
bro, done been through some situations too.
Yeah.
He done had like 3 spinal surgeries. Like he bro done been through it, and he loved mentoring children, and he loved like helping the community. It's in his heart. So when all us, you got 3 different people from 3 different lives come together, like sometimes you can't have everybody like how you are to do great things.
Yeah, it's more dynamic because you may come off as abrasive to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they may have to go through her.
Exactly. But
then somebody might come on some rah-rah. You like, hey man.
Yeah, because she got her doctor's degree in psychology. A lot of people don't even know that. You know what I mean? But she been in marketing for 15 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see
psychology is my favorite subject. I felt like I really got good at marketing and sales because it's all psychology.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way I market, the way I did things for my podcast, I called it a certain name. The name I call it. That's all for. But we had that conversation.
Yeah. Because it comes from a thought first. It starts in the mind. Anything great starts from the mind, bro. Like, and that's why your platform, man, you got great things. Continue to gonna come to you, bro. Because I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, man. Like for real, because I be like really got a lot to share. You know what I mean? I thank you for letting me come and share a part of that
Yeah,
portion.
it definitely won't
on
be
your
the
show.
be the last
Definitely,
time.
man,
I got some stuff I'm working on, so
Definitely.
some new stuff. So
Definitely, bro.
yeah,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah.
So this
I
been a pleasure,
appreciate you,
my
bro.
boy.
Definitely.
Yeah. Trap Talks, Corey,
Trap
Corey
Talk.
Stay Trapping. Trap
Definitely.
Talks, intersection of culture and tech. My guy KG.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing. Peer support,
Definitely.
and we gonna link up. I need to get all your links and stuff so I
Okay,
can
I got
add it to the
I
podcast.
got you,
But
bro.
so we out. Let us know what you
All
think in
right.
the comments.
Peace.
We out.
Love y'all.
Support the children, support the community, back to school, helping everybody have a good year, impact lives. Words Without Walls Ministry, just out here with the community, doing our job, doing our part to uplift people. Just ask y'all to come out and support, come out here, get this food, come and get the haircuts. We out here. We do 8 to 9, 8 o'clock. Okay, y'all heard them. 10 o'clock, Bible study. Come out here and get these haircuts. Come out here and get these clothes. Come out here and get these raffle tickets for the free TV. We also got free phone laptop. We're also doing the gift cards from DTLR. Y'all can use them at City Gear. We out here.